This is a quick look at a feature called Solver. We've got a little shop here. We make cakes and bread and pies. This is how long they take to bake. This calculation is simply that times that. This is how much money we make per unit. This is the total profit in here. So it's that times the number of units we sell. This is the sum of the total profit. This is the sum of the number of units. This is the sum of the baking time. Now, if we wanted to make a lot of money, we would simply stop selling cakes and pies because bread is worth more to us. But we've got a lot of people come in for pies. We can't sell more than about 150 of them, but there are a lot of people come in for pies. And there's people who are ordering cakes, so to keep them coming in for the bread, we've got to sell on the cakes, we've got to sell the pies, etc., etc., etc. Can you see the maths behind this? Just even something as simple as this would take you a little while to do. Let's do a thing called Solver. It's up here. Now it's an add-in. You've got to load it into the program, and I'm not going to tell you how to do that because just under where you got into this video there's a link to a couple of Microsoft videos that would take this to a whole new level, and the maths involved in it is incredible. But let's just do this simple one. Up here it says what's your object cell. Well, the object cell is this one. We want to make some money. You want to make a lot of money or a little bit of money? We want to make a lot of money. You want to make a certain amount of money? No, let's make as much as we can. Which cells are you allowed to change? These. It's the only thing we've got any say in. We can't cut our production cost. We've done all that. So it's just the number that we sell. And down here is constraints, and this is the important part, and it's the hard part to work out. Let's go add. Now the first constraint is we have to make 20 cakes. So cakes has got to be greater than or equal to 20. And let's add. We never sell over 150 pies, so pies have got to be less than or equal to 150. And let's add again. But the bread is the turnover. That's what people come into the shop for, and we always have to make more bread than cakes. So the bread has got to be equal to or greater than the cakes. And let's go add. And the other problem we've got is the baking time, because we can't have more than 300 units, hours, minutes, whatever you like, of oven time. So this, the total, has got to be less than or equal to 300. And let's say OK. This is what it looks like. Puts it all in here. You can delete these, you can click on one and change it, you can reset it, etc. Down the bottom here it says don't make anything negative, which is a fair enough thing. Otherwise we'd be buying cakes in and eating them ourselves or something. Select a solver method. The default for this is that one. Okay, just try this one. If you want to know what they are, then you'll have to go to university and get a high degree in maths. And let's say solve. Comes along and tells us it's found a solution. All the constraints are optimal conditions. Do you want to keep it or not? Let's just move it out of the way for a minute. So there's our 20 cakes. Bread is more than the cakes. We've got to make we can't sell more than 150 pies, etc. Now, did you notice up here it suggests we make 206.8 loaves of bread? That's a bit silly, so let's cancel that. And let's just get solver again. And we'll add another one to this. And we'll just do it for the bread. We could do it for the lot, but we'll do it for the bread. The bread has got to be an integer, which is a whole number. Add that. OK, that. Sorry, my fault. Cancel that. And there's your bread in there. Solve that. Notice? Now, we should have done integer. We could go back and do integer for all of these things, no problem. But you sort of see the result. Solver. It becomes incredibly complicated from here on, and it's just more than I can do in a video, and there's a fair bit of stuff around. If you get into this, then you sort of join a group of people who live and breathe and die by Solver, and there's books around on it, and Microsoft supply a lot of help, and there's whole companies out there that specialise in data modelling. But it should give you a bit of a start.